Tiara here with Gypsyfae Creations. Thanks so much for tuning in. I am back to bore you with another cupcake themed soap. I've just been in the mood to do cupcake soaps lately, and I'm testing out another fragrance by Aztec Candle and Soap Supplies. This one is called Blackberry Jam. Another one of those vanillin-free fragrances, but it smells really sweet. So it was one of the 5 for $5. You get $1, you get an ounce of fragrance of your choice. So I thought I would test them out on some cupcakes. So starting with the base here, I am going to add this Sugar and Spice by Nurture Soaps. And I'm going to put in a little bit of apricot seeds to get a an exfoliation in there, but I want it to look like a crumb cake on the bottom because it is going to be a cupcake. So I'm going to start just by mixing in my mica into my oils because it is all going to be one color. Add my lye solution that has sodium lactate, Tessa silk in it, and of course my oils, as always, has coconut milk powder and kaolin clay in it. We'll add our fragrance and our apricot seeds, and we'll just start pouring them into our molds, our cupcake liners, the silicone ones. Add in some of the apricot seeds into there. Not a lot, just a little bit for design. And then the fragrance, which I will pour in some of that, I will tell you the notes. It says sweet blackberries and sugar come together to make a mouth-watering jam. Top notes of orange, cherry, fruity, middle blackberry, raspberry, and bottom sugared musk. Pour some of that in there. It smells really good. It's really strong. Alright, let's mix that in, see how it behaves. And we'll start pouring. For the frosting part of the cupcake, I've got a couple different things I want to try here. I'm going to add a little bit of titanium dioxide dispersed in water. Just a tiny little bit of that. Spill some when at it. And then I have some Klein Blue and some Cheshire Cat mica, and these are both by Nurture. And I'm going to mix these two together. I'm going to do a little more purple than I am going to do blue. Let's see what we get. Start with that, mix that up, add the lye solution, the fragrance, and then I'll let this sit until it is firm enough to pipe. Got my favorite cupcake icing tip, which is the Carolyn Crumb 1M, perfect for icing cupcakes. I'm just going to go ahead and just put dollops on these at first. So this icing took forever to set up, so I can say it is a very well behaved fragrance, and the fact that if you need your batter to stay very liquid, it's perfect. It was very fluid and took forever, and I don't usually scent my piping for the fact that I can go either one way or the other. Either it's going to set up too fast, or in this case it's going to take forever to set up. But since it's a cupcake and half the soap is icing, I really do want them to smell, because it only makes sense. I love this purple color. It is so pretty. Alright, just going to go ahead and start frosting all of these, and then I'll show you guys what I'm going to put on top. Alright, so to top it off, I have these little melt and pour blackberries to put on tippy top. I also have some, it's getting to the end. These are the gold bursting beads by Brambleberry, and some blackberry seeds also from Brambleberry, and I'm sure I'll put some sort of glitter on there. Speaking of blackberry seeds, I think blackberries are one of my least favorite berries in the world because they have so many seeds. Don't mind the fact that I have a blackberry bush growing outside of this window. But I really don't like all the seeds in them. I think they get stuck in your teeth and they just don't make a very pleasant experience. They taste good, just the seeds. And I was really hoping to get outside and do some yard work today and trim up that bush before it gets out of control. Since it wants to be 75 degrees out today, I thought it would be perfect to do some yard work. But of course it wants to rain, because what is spring without weather that's really nice for like opening the windows, but not for going outside because all it wants to do is rain. But I at least get to open the windows. And that is always my favorite part. I always feel like there's like, it really freshens up the house when you get to open the windows. So maybe I'll just do some spring cleaning. Not as exciting. Recently tried a new berry that I never knew existed, never had before. It was called a golden berry, also known as a ground cherry. Found them at a store called Lidl's, and they look like little teeny tiny yellow tomatoes. Not my favorite because I hate tomatoes. They actually have the texture of a tomato. Like when you bite into it, it's full of seeds. And it just reminds me of a tomato. It's very unusual, I guess, because it's just something I've never tasted before, and kind of reminded me of a tomato, like tropical tasting tomato. And I thought maybe I could put them in a recipe of some sort, but there just aren't that many recipes for them either. So, always like trying something new though. Anyone else ever had a golden berry before? I don't think Brad liked them either. And they're very tart. The ones I got were very tart. So maybe they weren't ripe, or they were too ripe, or something along those lines. It tasted like a sour tropical tomato. That is how I would describe it. Alright, go ahead and put the rest of these bursting beads on here. I'll give it a little spray with the rubbing alcohol. And I will let it sit for 24 hours before I come back and unmold them. Alright, let's unmold a few of these. Gotta say, I'm really happy with that color. I'm just so pleased with it. I think it's so pretty. That purplish blue pops right out of there. Love the color of that base. Don't see any signs of discoloration, so I can say I highly recommend this blackberry jam fragrance. Behaved very well. Did not discolor, and it still smells very sweet. So if you're looking for a sweet bakery scent, I highly recommend it. Very nice. So if you guys are interested in one of these, the next shop update is going to be Friday, April 24th, and you can get your hands on one. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you are new and like watching soap making, be sure to subscribe. There is always soap making fun on this channel. And until next time, oh, and if you have any questions or comments, I don't know why I always forget these things. I say it enough. Any questions or comments, you can leave them in the comment section down below. And until next time, I hope you guys have a very nice day. I will smell you later.